Welcome in, Scorpio. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. For those of you that are new, welcome in, guys. My name's Lisa. If you're new here, I did want to give a big shout out to those of you who take the time to support the channel by subscribing or making a comment, liking on the reading. Really does make a huge difference, and I really do appreciate it. I'm just small and trying to grow, so any support, again, I'd love to hear from you. I respond to all my comments as well. So Scorpio, this is going to be your general love reading for the month of December. Time is fluid though, so if you are drawn into the title and it's not December, perfectly okay. As always, it can be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, any placement in the sign of Scorpio. Happy belated birthday. You know, we're just finally in Sag season, so hopefully you guys had a great birthday. I'm going to talk about you first here. Scorpio, you're on the left. The person on your mind is on the right. Feel free to swap sides and or energies if it feels like it resonates the reverse. Perfectly okay to do that. But as always, guys, general reads, just keep that in mind. I will pull some tarot on the oracles as well. Pull feelings, actions for the month of December. See if there's any movement here in this connection between the two of you. Pull some messages from this person's higher self at the end of the reading, and I'll close out your reading by pulling some Scrabble tiles, possibly get some initials, possibly spell a word. So if that portion doesn't resonate, perfectly okay. But as always, guys, general read. So if you are in need of a personal read, or if that interests you at all, email address is in the description box of this reading. It's just sayitsoultarot@gmail.com. So this is my normal format. Like I mentioned, I do pull the oracles off camera just because it takes quite a while. But anyway, let's talk about you. So it looks to me like you're really feeling like under the gun here in December. So you need to make a move here, Scorpio. You actually got, it's funny because I pulled the sacred symbol first, and then when I pulled your wisdom of the oracle, I just kind of laughed because TikTok came out. So you have two indications here of time. So right now, I feel like you're kind of feeling like December is a critical time for you. Could be work or business as well involved, but it's time to make a move. It's time to make some changes. It's time to, be a little bit, I want to say, out of the box here. Like your spirit animal that came through was the raccoon. So raccoons are actually very smart. They're very intelligent. They can sometimes, cut corners a little bit, or, maybe have to be a little bit, I want to say, creative and or resourceful. So I feel like raccoons are very resourceful in general. And again, a little bit of bandit going on. So I do feel like, you might have a little bit of a streak in you coming through in December. And again, really feeling the pressure here that you need to do something. So I feel like the time is now. I feel like you're realizing the time is now. So there could definitely be this person that you're dealing with in love that you need to make a move. You need to do something soon. Perhaps, if you're in no contact with this person, which I feel like the majority of you are highly attracted to this person. You think about them all the time. This person's on your mind constantly with this lusting card, forbidden, non-committal, sexual energy. And I mean, nobody's more, in touch with that than a Scorpio. But anyway, I laugh because, I feel like it's a good quality. But anywho, anyways, Scorpio, I love that about you guys, that you feel things really deeply. And again, obviously, there's a high degree of attraction towards this person. So I do feel like you are trying to kind of get in touch with, more of being authentic, or, really, possibly putting your heart on your sleeve here with show the world the real you. I might be dealing with a Sagittarius. They got this card. So again, take it how it resonates. Don't have to be. This is also full moon in Aquarius. So the month of February or Aquarius season might have some sort of relevance. Sorry, guys. Some relevance to you. You might have an Aquarius placement. Again, you might be dealing with an Aquarius. And again, February may have some significance for this connection with this person. So that being said, again, kind of stepping into your authenticity, feeling more comfortable possibly about, wearing your heart on your sleeve. maybe in the past you were kind of in this raccoon energy as well, that, maybe weren't comfortable with that, comfortable sharing how you actually felt about this person, kind of putting yourself out there. Some of you, even though you felt deeply for this person, you just weren't able to, um, you know, tell this person how you really felt about them. I feel like there's some sort of hidden energy and or hidden feelings for somebody coming through strong on your cards. Especially, again, the raccoon can be a little bit crafty, be a little bit, I don't want to say deceptive, but, you could have, again, kind of pushed your feelings down, not really, been in your authenticity or been truthful for whatever reason. So, I mean, you might have had some very good reasons as to kind of keeping this person or this relationship at arm's length, and that's going to be different for each and every one of you, why you were possibly doing that. But the foundation between you and this person was rocky to begin with. So again, it definitely could have started out as something more physical or something that was like friends with benefits or a situationship for some of you. But the mutual energy between the two of you here is card number 30, which is the Fisher's card, which is, a mirroring energy between the two of you, as well as there's cracks in this foundation between the two of you. So again, things started out, a certain way, and it's kind of like, again, maybe it was supposed to remain casual, but it looks to me like, the reason that things did fall apart is because that foundation was built on something faulty, right? Building, you know, it on sand. Again, somebody not being in their authenticity, somebody kind of hiding their feelings here. And again, I feel like are really attracted to this person. Maybe for some of you, you thought maybe this was just a physical attraction and that's all that it was. But I do feel like that has changed. I feel like you're kind of seeing this person in a different way and or light, and realizing that right now, if you don't take some action here soon, there's a good chance that you're going to miss out on an opportunity to either repair this relationship with this person, fix this foundation, start over with this person. And I'm getting that's coming through on your person side here. So I feel like your person coming through here with nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. This person could be a mutable sign. Again, doesn't have to be, but they definitely could be. So this person, I feel like, is, building something, spending time building their life in general, or this just might be they are flexible and they are open to the possibility here of starting from scratch, but starting with a stronger foundation. So I feel like that's really what this person is wanting from you, Scorpio. That if we're going to start over, we have to be on the same page. We have to both, really be in the energy of wanting to build something that's solid this time. So this person, it's funny because this focus card, normally when I pull this card, it's pointing back at the person, but this arrow is actually pointing at your side of the reading. Um, so I feel like this person, you do need to focus on this relationship if you want it to work. So I feel like that's what this person is trying to say to you here, Scorpio, that they are open to building something with you. This person is flexible, like the door isn't completely closed. So I do feel like you are also in the energy of, realizing that you have unfinished business with this person, and that this person, knows that you need to, put in the time, put in the work and the effort in order to, create that solid foundation, but they're open to it. So that's what I'm getting off your person right off the get-go. They're also coming through with the divine masculine cards. This person might look at you as being their divine masculine, and again, we each have masculine and feminine, so this person could have maybe come on pretty strong as well. This person might be a masculine sign, getting that. So that would be, a fire sign is masculine energy, and same thing with the air signs. So that being said, if that's not the case, this person could be a divine masculine themselves here, and they have been focusing on, working on building their life just in general, or having something to offer, if that makes sense. So I feel like this person is a very curious person. I feel like you have a lot of fun. You had a lot of fun with this person with the otter card coming through. Otters are very playful. Again, like I feel like this person has a good sense of humor as well. That's something that the two of you might have really connected on. And again, definitely a physical relationship. So I feel like for a lot of you, that's how this started. And, as time goes on, things kind of snowball, right? As you guys are, I'm sure, very much aware. So I do feel like in December, there is going to be some sort of surprise here. The bottom of the coincidences deck was actually Uranus. So that really talks about, things coming out of left field. So you might have some surprises coming your way. So we'll see what comes out in tarot here. Why is TikTok? So you have strong Saturn energy coming through on your side here, Scorpio. And again, with that pressure to do something here. What is this TikTok card about? And the time card here for Scorpio. What is this about? Why is this showing up in Scorpio's energy here? So we have the Nine of Wands, the Emperor card. So there's Divine Masculine coming out. Yeah, I feel like you're realizing, again, what it is that you're really wanting here with the Star card. Could be dealing with an Aquarius or an Aries, or you might have one of those as in your chart as well. But I feel like you're realizing that, again, like in order to heal the situation here, you're going to need to take some action. You can't just like sit on the sidelines. Maybe in the past, it was this person that always reached out to you, with that olive branch, and they're not doing that this time. And it might be very apparent that this person they are not going to reach out to you. So I do feel like you're, digging deep here and realizing that in order to heal the situation here, you're going to need to be bold and, get over your kind of fears here about this person possibly rejecting your offer. But it looks to me like you're wanting to heal the situation. That is your wish here with the Star card. What is this? Building blocks, and nothing is yet set in stone here for this person that Scorpio is dealing with. So I have the Six of Pentacles coming out. That really talks about equal give and take, somebody showing up, somebody putting in the efforts. Yeah, we have the Nine of Swords. So this was a hard lesson for this person to so this person definitely looks to me like they are a bit of an overgiver. So perhaps this person in the past gave too much, did too much, carried the burden of, this relationship. And they've learned a hard lesson. So I feel like this person's really in the energy of like, I'm not going to be overgiving anymore. I'm not, this person, again, pulling back their energy from you because of some sort of betrayal and or deception here that happened. Somebody really avoiding their feelings, expressing their feelings. So I feel like this is you, Scorpio, again, keeping those feelings under wrap, keeping them to yourself, even if you felt them, and not really wanting to put yourself in a vulnerable situation with this person. So again, you could have been doing that for different reasons. Again, that's going to be different for everybody. But let's just ask about the building blocks here. Why is building blocks showing up in this person's energy, Spirit, in December? So we have the Queen of Wands. Yeah, this person wants to see some bold action from you. And it looks to me like you are going to be stepping up with that Emperor card and the Star. Can I get one more card? This person, you might be dealing with a fire sign, Scorpio. Yeah. Yeah, this person, I just feel like they still see, I feel like, a happy future, or there is a possibility here to kind of bridge the gap between the two of you to kind of get through this situation, to return to like happier times. I feel like right now this person's just possibly focused on creating their own happiness in their own life, creating their own stability here with the Ten of Pentacles. But I do feel like this person's open to possibly hearing from you if you kind of come correct, is really what I'm getting. So let's just ask about this Fisher's card, about the foundation here. Why is this the mutual energy between Scorpio and this person? The Magician. And then we have the Empress. So now we have Emperor and Empress out, which is interesting. Yeah, I feel like definitely somebody walked away here, and you know, when that did happen, so when this fell apart, this relationship, this person and or you basically had to really, you know, step into their power, take their power back, learn about self-worth. So I feel like that's something that this person had to learn on their own. And I mean, I'm a big believer that, you know, everything happens for a reason. So again, realizing, I feel like you've realized now, Scorpio, what this person means to you, that they really are your Emperor, Empress, and that, you know, that took this person possibly walking away from you, or you, if you walked away from them. And in order to like realize your feelings were real, you know, sometimes, you know, especially if it starts out as something physical, you're like, well, is this just limerence? Is this just, you know, what is this relationship? What does it really mean to me? And then, you know, when somebody actually walks away and they mean it, they mean business, that's usually when, you know, the other person realizes the worth, or what this person really means, you know. So I feel like that's been happening for you. You probably have had some time since the two of you spoke or saw each other, and now you're realizing like it's not just that, it's not just this, you know, physicality of this person. There's something else going on beneath the surface between the two of you here. You know, again, it's a very special connection here with the Emperor and the Empress coming out. Doesn't come out that often actually in a reading. So, and you know, we have double divine masculine energy. So yeah, so let's just ask, I want to ask about how does this person feel about Scorpio? How does this person feel about Scorpio? So yeah, this person wants to have a brand new beginning, and we have 1111 coming out. So I feel like this person does want to have a new beginning, see if the two of you can, you know, have a long-term relationship. This person might look at you as their divine masculine and their 10 of Pentacles. So again, I feel like they're still open to that. So I don't feel like this door is completely closed, but there is changes that somebody needs to make, and that could have been you here because this is your card. So change in perception, looking at this person differently. I feel like that's where you're at now, Scorpio. Like again, not just seeing that this person, you know, you're not just having this physical attraction with this person anymore. It's more than that. And I feel like you're kind of realizing that. So let's see here. How does Scorpio feel about this person? How does Scorpio actually feel about this person? All right, so we have the Page of Cups coming out. Seven of Pentacles. So this is just really reiterating what I just finished actually saying. I get one more. We have Judgment coming out. Yeah. Again, I feel like you're being called here, woken up. You need to take some action here if things are going to move forward. So this could definitely be a reach out. I feel like you, you know, again, you did have a lot of fun with this person. You have some really good special memories as well. You might be, you know, spending a lot of time thinking about this person. I feel like they're on your mind constantly, and really being called to explore this relationship to its full potential. So I do feel like this relationship was cut short, or there's something about this situation, you know, somebody had to walk away for a while. And again, somebody kind of taking their power back, which I feel like your person had to do that. They had to learn some hard lessons as well about their own self-worth and what they're going to, you know, what they really want in relationship. The Magician is, you know, really talking about, you know, putting out into the universe what it is that you really want and being sure what it is that you want, what you're going to put up with, what you're not going to put up with, and knowing your self-worth, right? So I feel like you're being called here, Scorpio, to take some action. Again, being woken up here, really wanting a second chance here to make things right with this person. And I feel like that's really where things are headed. So I do feel like you're going to reach out to this person. I feel like it's you reaching out, sending this person a message, possibly like a playful message here with that Page of Cups, possibly an apology. For some of you, you might be traveling soon, and I mean, we are in December, so I don't know if the two of you are even in the same city or same country, even for some of you. Let's just ask about action. So is this person going to take any actions towards Scorpio in December? Any actions from this person to Scorpio? All right, this person's patiently been waiting here to get a message from you. So I don't feel like this person is reaching out to you, but they are hoping, and they've been patient here. I feel like they've been holding themselves back. Yeah, look at that with the Strength card. It's been hard for this person not to reach out to you, but I feel like this person knows that they need to stand their ground here, and that if you really want to be with them, you're going to need to put in that time and that effort here to make that happen. So let's see. What actions is Scorpio going to take in December? Actions from Scorpio in December. All right, so we have the King of Cups coming out. Actions from Scorpio. All right, I saw that Ten of Swords. So for some of you, this could have been a painful ending, and or you might have had to end something else. Yeah, I feel like that. So if you were in another connection, Scorpio, I feel like you may have had to get out of that. And now you're in this Nine of Pentacles, so you're actually available. Tell me more about the King of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Possibly letting this person know how you feel about them. Tell me about this King of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. So we have the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups. There it is, finally, the Eight of Wands. All right, so again, I feel like for a lot of you, you didn't necessarily want to be the one that reaches out, but I do feel like it's apparent to you now. This person has no intention of messaging you. They're waiting on you. And I feel like you know that. I feel like that's why the Saturn card and the TikTok is coming out, and why you're feeling like you need to take some action and do something soon. But, you know, I feel like there's a little bit of anxiety around that with that Four of Cups. Like, is this person even going to respond? But I feel like if you really want to be with this person, Scorpio, you're going to need to, again, take some action here in order to heal this relationship with this person. So I feel like you're finally in December kind of rising to that. I mean, you might be messaging this person maybe around their birthday or around possibly, you know, Christmas time. It's a good time, you know, it's kind of an excuse to reach out, if that makes sense. So I feel like you're doing that. And again, this person's been patiently waiting and or hoping for a message from you. So let's pull some messages from the Lover Oracle here. Some things that this person might want to say to you. Messages from this person to Scorpio, please. All right, we have, why is it that you love me? Don't treat me the way you do. I don't deserve it. Yikes. These feelings are eating me alive. We have I can't take it anymore. I actually feel like these are your messages, Scorpio. Sorry guys, a card fell under the table here. And it's childhood trauma. So I feel like these are you at the top here. Any other messages from this person? I might actually use the other deck and see what you've triggered me. All right, we have I can't make you happy. I'm stuck in visions of us together. Yeah, I feel like these are yours. I'm going to use the other deck. Spirit, angels, and guides. Messages to Scorpio from this person. Sometimes I stay awake thinking about you. My life is not together as it seems. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. Bottom of the deck. I know that I crossed the line with you. So definitely could have been some drama. I feel like there definitely could have been some drama and a tough ending between you and this person. Whether you walked away or they did here, Scorpio, but all right. And you'll know if that top line with those other messages from the Lover Oracle, if you feel like that's you or your person. I can just only go on kind of like what my gut is telling me here. So, all right. So first letter out, we have a letter L, an F, letter Q, an H, a letter T, letter M, a P, a blank one, a Z, letter C, an S, another blank one, a letter A, a J, a W, and finally the letter G. So again, L, F, Q, H, T, M, P, a blank one, Z, G, W, C, S, blank one, A, and a J. So I'm just going to pull the majors real quick, because sometimes I find it a little bit distracting to do it, mention it every time a card comes out. So we have Aquarius, Aries, Pisces, Taurus, Sagittarius. I think that's pretty much it, I think. Yeah. But again, at the end of the day, guys, could be anybody, but those, you know, it's just energy. But again, I know you guys like to hear it, so. Anyway, Sagittarius, geez. Scorpio, I apologize for calling you guys Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me today. Again, I hope something resonated here for you guys. If it did, if you could let me know just by hitting the like button, I'd really appreciate that. And again, I'd love to hear from you, so feel free to make a comment. I do respond to all my comments. If you want to get notified when I have new content out, make sure you hit the subscriber button and the notifications bell. Probably mid-December reading probably be out. I'll probably aim for around the 13th or so of December. So again, if you want to get notified, make sure you hit the subscriber button. Anyway, guys, take care and see you again.